Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Sexy Actresses Movie Month. This time we're talking about a limited release action comedy from 2015, so it was recently, directed by Kyle Newman, written by John DiArco, and starring Haley Steinfeld. That's the cutie in this one. And we also have Dove Cameron. That is Barely Lethal. Yeah, I've never reviewed this, so it's definitely on this list. I just saw this on Netflix today. It's decent. I don't think it's as bad as critics say it was. And this is the synopsis. I don't have the box, so I'm going to just read the synopsis here. The film follows a teenage special ops agent, Steinfeld, yearning for a normal adolescent who fakes her own death and enrolls as an exchange student from Canada in a suburban American high school. Yeah, where everybody in the movie treats her like shit, but I'll get to that. She quickly learns that surviving the treacherous waters of being a teenager can be more difficult than international espionage. So basically, this movie is like Mean Girls and a little bit of Spy and some other films too, like a Mission Impossible with a teen, and also a little bit of Black Widow, which we're getting in a few months. What did I like about this movie? I thought Haley Steinfeld was perfectly casted. She's vulnerable, she's emotional, she's very likable, she kicks ass, she's really, really beautiful. And there's a cutesiness to her. That really, her screen presence is definitely there. I thought Thomas Mann, he's the lead guy. He's the only guy in the movie that's not an asshole and treats Haley Steinfeld like a person, which is nice to see in this movie. I thought Dove Cameron was good. The beginning, she was kind of like, uh, reserved, but then as the movie went on, she got more fun and more personality. So she also did well, and it was good to see her in a non-musical. Samuel Jackson, he's in the film a couple of scenes, and he does what he can. He's always got a demanding presence. The film looks great. I think it's for the movie cost $15 million, just 15, not 40 like Woke Angels. This is way better than Woke Angels because it's funnier. I laughed a couple times. I thought the action was better. There was some editing that was a little wonky, but I'm like Haley Steinfeld's not a martial artist guy, so you get what you can work with. The movie only made $500,000 over five. That's sad. This movie should have just been direct to video from the start because, again, it's not that it was a bad film. It's just that again, nobody saw this in theaters. I didn't. I didn't even know it came out. But there's a lot of problems with the movie. There's several. One is Sophie Turner. She is a zombie in this movie. I swear she does not want to be there. She has this dead look on her face the whole freaking time. Oh, it's just a direction. That's all they give her. She looks like that in every movie I've seen her in. This and in X-Men Apocalypse and the trailers for Dark Phoenix. That same dead look on her face that she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's her performance. This pale, boring ass freaking cracker from the UK doing another shitty American accent. I thought Jessica Alba was not needed in this movie. Like she tries to be tough, and I don't buy it because I think she's kind of a bitch in the movie. And I'm like, Jessica Alba, you haven't done a good movie in years. Also, the guy from Game of Thrones. No, it's not one you know. He was like in one season. The guy that plays Cash Fenton, Toby Sebastian, he's awful in the movie. Like he's trying to sound. He thinks he's Elias from WWE, and yeah, he has a guitar. He's singing a lot, and I don't even think it's his voice. And he's just awful in the movie. I don't know what. He's an English actor and musician. Well, you can't sing for shit, dude. I'm sorry. You can't sing for shit. You're not Johnny Cash. You're not Elias in WWE either. At least he has, and he's related to Florence Pugh, the dumbass girl that's gonna be in Black Widow. Fuck that family. I don't care about any of them, Florence or this dumbass from Game of Thrones. I already said that I'm done with Brits. If you are British and you're a female or you did Game of Thrones, you're done. You are not. You don't exist in my world. But yeah, he sucked. Jamie King, I thought was underused. A good actress, but she's in like two scenes. I thought there were some other people that I did like in the film. It's not just the two leads. I liked uh Rachel Harris. She's Mrs. Larson. Yeah, Brie Larson. Again, fuck haters that give her a hard time. She was in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid films, the first three, and then you have her little son played by Jason Drucker. He's Parker Larson. He's the little boy that plays with dangerous weapons. I'm like, this kid's gonna be a serial killer if they keep giving him dangerous weapons. He was in the other Dire Wimpy Kid film that I don't speak about, Long Haul. Alexandra Krosny's in the movie. I haven't seen her since Last Day of Summer and Read It and Weep in the mid 2000s. It was good to see her. Steve-O has a cameo. Steve-O, the guy from Jackass that put his body through so much torture that it's like, wow. Topher Grace is probably the person that got the biggest shaft of this movie. That he got the shaft completely because he's basically in a cameo, and it's an off-screen picture cameo. They just show his picture in a photo with the Larsons, and that's it. I'm like, what? Wow, that was a waste of him. But the film does have a lot of charm to it. I think Haley Steinfeld really, really has a lot of charm. Her narration's not as boring. It's not like Twilight where nothing is happening. No, she kicks ass, and the movie's not that long either. It's 98 minutes. It's about as long as Booksmart, and this didn't have gay stereotypes. It had basically the same thing as Booksmart, except the universal praise. And well, it didn't have Caitlin Deaver's gorgeous ass, but that's here or there. But anyway, this film is decent. If you've never seen it, it's on Netflix, so watch it. I will recommend watching it at least once. It's fun. The action is fluid. There's some stupid jokes in here that don't work, but I'm like, it's a 2015 movie with Sophie Turner. You're gonna get what you pay for. And yeah, it says Barely Lethal has some laughs, but will probably serve nicely as a movie you can land for a few minutes when it shows up on cable. Well, it wasn't on cable. I watched it on Netflix. But it's fun. It's not horrible. Like I've seen worse, guys. I thought that it has a lot more charm than like freaking Mean Girls 2. I know Josh would love me for saying that because that movie did not need to exist. It's a lot better than Zambos, the 2018 movie that came out 2 years ago with freaking Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim. I did not laugh once. I was just baffled at how diet that movie was. And it's not feminist. I promise it's not feminist bullshit that we got last year. It's not woke angels. It's not Terminator Dark Fate. It's not freaking Black Christmas or Rise of Skywalker's. None of those. It's better because it doesn't have to dwell on the fact that she has. There's one line that they say. They say vagina, vagina. Again, something I'm into, so it doesn't bother me. And like I said, it's decent. If you've never watched it, it's worth a watch. It's not for kids because it does get a little bit too like risque for kids, but it's not. There's no nudity in the film. There's no like tons of gore. So if they watch it, it's not going to scar them. But stay away from Bad Boys for Life. Don't let your kids watch that. Anyway, it was good for what it was. I'm glad I finally got to watch it. And Seinfeld is beautiful. Like I love her face. She's part Asian. Of course, she's going to be appealing to me. And yeah, Sophie Turner, please stop acting. You can't. You're a zombie. You were on Game of Thrones for years, and you just have that same lemon sucking face that you had for many seasons. Can't you emote like I can? See, I have an expressive face. I can't be like this. I swear, every time she's in a movie, I feel like she's going to an execution. I mean, I don't know why Joe Jonas married her, but this is, I'm not going to get political here. You choose who you choose, but she's not for me, guys. I'm glad Haley Steinfeld kicks her ass because she's boring. So boring. She will always be boring, just like the hobo with red hair. God, Karen Gilliam is a better actress, and at least she has some emotion on her face, and she had to wear makeup for several movies. But yeah, the movie is fun. It wasn't like it didn't hurt me. So a lot of other films have hurt me in 2015, and you know what they are. But anyway, this film is fine. If you get to watch it on Netflix, it's worth a watch. I recommend it. It's not a great film, but it's better than a lot of films that came out last year. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next review. Hopefully sooner. Later.